From the moment I opened this game, I knew it was going to kick so much butt. The style, the tone. As someone who loves anime like Team Trigger's projects and graphic novels like Scott Pilgrim, ignore my Scott Pilgrim tribute shelf, this game seemed right up my alley. A half-story, half-rhythm game with hand-drawn visuals and an entirely original soundtrack filled with punk music seemed to check off all the boxes. And while its music, style, and visuals kept me shaking along to its beat, its story mode actually keeps it from soaring to its true potential and actually makes for a very rocky experience. No pun intended.
When I lose my mind, will you help me find it?
Unbeatable is a rhythm fighting game that plays a lot like others in its genre. Instead of using the traditional 4 buttons to rock out, you use 2, one for the upper punch and one for the lower punch. There are other rhythm-related mini-games that follow a more one-button rule, but for the most part, this is its style. Its main story mode has you following a misunderstood rebel singer by the name of Beat. By the way, every character is named after some sort of musical principle. You have treble, you have clef, you have waver, and you have arrest, along with some other fun, flashy characters. The premise is simple. You're fighting through a world where music is outlawed. And let's get one thing straight, the music is incredible. It's a completely original score that had me bopping along to its beats on more than one occasion. It's original, and it's got this nice punk energy. A lot of these tracks are memorable, and it fits the world and tone perfectly. And while none of them are instant hits, they definitely would earn a place in my record collection if it ever came to vinyl. And in a rhythm game, it's essential to have a good soundtrack. Luckily, this one does. Along with that, you do have its style. Each menu is fun and flashy and colorful. The punky style and the sharp edges around each corner. Everything moves with confidence and attitude. It has a nice balance between 2D and 3D visuals. And let's talk about those visuals. Oh my god, the animation. I am a sucker for really good 2D hand-drawn things, and this was amazing. I have to give major props to the animation team and the art style because I have not seen a game that looks this good in a while. Each character has their own fun flair, and so do the villains too. Getting to see the different perspectives hand-drawn in 2D was insanely refreshing, and the fully drawn, hand-animated cutscenes were visual eye candy. Honestly, just watching the cutscenes by themselves is a treat all into its own. In terms of the actual gameplay, the rhythm does feel solid. Like I said, it is a 2-button control strategy, one for the upper punch and one for the lower punch, with some other added beats to mix things up. The difficulty range starts very easy and then swings between really easy and genuinely challenging. Eventually it does normalize and get into a good rhythm, but it does take a second. Again, I was playing on its normal difficulty, so experiences may differ. So the mechanics work and the vibe works, so where does this game start to stumble? Well, unfortunately, in a story-based rhythm game, its story isn't fantastic. Some of the writing in the game's story is wildly inconsistent. Some moments are genuinely emotional and well written, others are awkward, rushed, or just bad. And unfortunately, it hits more bad notes than good ones.
I'm guessing about half a meter better than last time.
Granted, you do get a feel for its characters, and you do start to get attached to them as you progress, but it does take a second. The structure of the story is split into different chapters, and while this game starts and ends fantastically on its own, some of the middle just becomes a slog. Too many characters get introduced, focus shifts away from what matters, and it tries to humanize too many things instead of developing on one cast. When you get to the ending, it feels like the emotional beats are unearned. You don't spend enough time with the characters you're supposed to care about to actually get that payoff. And the game really wants you to care. However, despite the confusing story and lackluster character development, when it does get to the final chapters, the tone does lock in, and everything does wrap up in a nice emotional ending. The ideas are good, but the road getting there is messy and bloated. Other than that, there's some exploration issues in the game. Some parts are linear and others are not, and in both there is quite a bit of walking, just huge spaces with nothing to do. It feels unfocused and confused. There are mini-games spattered throughout, and while some are fun distractions, others feel pointless, and at least one is broken outright. They appear randomly, disappear randomly, are easy to miss, and don't end up adding anything to its story. The game does come with an arcade mode, in which you can play any of the game's songs along with some bonus tracks to its rhythm game. As mentioned before, the difficulty can swing between really easy and really tough. It was also nice seeing custom album artwork for each song too. and its homages to the old Dance Dance Revolutions of old. Unbeatable is a stylish, beautiful adventure that sounds incredible and plays well, but it relies too heavily on its story, and the writing simply isn't consistent enough to carry it. If you love rhythm games and can push past a rough chapter or two, then you'll probably enjoy it. Its style and music is definitely tighter than the storytelling, and its 2D visuals are gorgeous on its own. Otherwise, this might be a skip. What were your thoughts on Unbeatable? I know this was a Kickstarter game, so did you end up backing it? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you like this kind of stuff, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions on what I should review next, just let me know.